Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Gardeners. So these are another set of rubra that were not getting a good amount of light. Not a good intensity. Of course they were getting light, but the intensity was not good. So you can see they are in a quite bad state right now. And also I wanted to talk about this pot that I had made. I really love this pot. It's very old, probably 2 or 3 years old, and I had made some legs as well, and it was, you can see it's not perfect, and that's what I like about pots, handmade pots. So this was made through clay, and then I had given it for baking, so it was completely baked, and then I had given it a good coloring. But I like the pot, I like the arrangement, but the colors are missing. You can see rubra looks terrible when it doesn't get a good amount of color. It's supposed to be bright blood red in color, but it's currently all gone off. And you can see one modification on this leaf looks so weird. This is a modified leaf, you can see this. So what we are going to do is we will start the process of slow acclimation. So I'm recording this video today. I'll put up the date as well so that I can document the process of this plant getting acclimated to direct sunlight, and the colors starting coming up, and the colors to come up on this. It's going to be a very long process, but we will document each and everything so that even you guys can learn and get a fair idea of how long it takes for a succulent from this stage to reaching into a very compact. You can see these leaves are also starting to bend downwards, indicating that it needs more light. So yes, it's time to give a proper care to it. So the first thing what I'm going to be doing is I'll be doing a complete watering, because the water is completely zero. It hasn't been watered from a very long time. So the first thing what I'm going to do is I will water it, and then I'm going to keep it aside. So we will do some watering. Now luckily it has been raining, so I'm able to collect some rainwater. Whenever we have the monsoon season, I do not use any other water apart from just rainwater. Very carefully I'll start watering into the soil. Usually this decor piece tends to work out really well. It comes really handy, especially while watering it without dropping water on the succulent. We will do a complete watering until the water starts passing through the drain hole. It is going to take a while for the water to pass, because as I said, it hasn't been watered from a really long time. So I'll do a complete watering, and I think the water has started to pass through the drain hole. There we go. This indicates that we are completely done with the watering. So now all we have to do is just let it rest. The slow process of offering it morning direct sunlight will start from tomorrow, because it's already evening now. So I will wait for all the water to kind of drain out. It's going to be kept in indirect bright light. So I'll just take the pot and I'm going to keep it over here, because this is where we get indirect bright light. This is what I like about these legs, having pots with legs. It kind of elevates the pot above the surface of the floor, and it helps in drainage. The water immediately starts to pass off. In case if it's raining and the floor is wet, the pot does not come in direct contact with water. That is the best thing. Probably I will make some more of these pots, because they tend to work out really well. So guys, that's about it for today. We will check the next process very soon. So guys, I have kind of finished the process of acclimating it. It was being acclimated, and now you can see that they have started to get that beautiful color. You can see initially it was completely green in color. Now it's starting to get the beautiful stress colors, because now it is being exposed to morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. So how this process was done: when they were light green in color, they were kept in indirect bright light like this. Now just take this as an example. Let's say that this was bright indirect light, so they were being placed over here, and every day there was 1 hour of morning direct sunlight that was being given. So they were kept in morning direct sunlight for 1 hour. The moment the 1 hour was completed, they were kind of moved back to indirect bright light. Next day they were again brought back to morning direct sunlight. This time, the second day, it was kept for 1 hour 30 minutes. Once that was completed, they were again put back in indirect bright light. Now I know there is a little bit of movement, but that is absolutely okay. There is not a major movement. It's just indirect to bright light. We have to just give couple of hours and then move it back to indirect bright light. Don't worry, the plant is not going to die. This is the process of slow acclimating. If you're going to put this plant directly in 5 to 6 hours of direct sunlight, it will get burnt. So this is the process that we need to follow. So every day it is going to be increased each day. Finally, after a week or so, even for a week, you can do it for 1 week, you can do it for 2 weeks. After the completion of 2 weeks, you can then keep it permanently in morning direct sunlight. During the process of acclimating itself, you'll start noticing that the succulent is going to get a good amount of color. The leaves which were bending downwards will start to kind of bend upwards, not upwards, basically they will start looking a little bit more refined. The leaves will look more beautiful. Right now you can see they're still not in the best condition. It will take some time. But overall, you can see the stress colors have started to appear. The new leaves will get the stress colors much faster because they are quite new and they are more fragile. So the succulent kind of works in defense to protect the crown area. So it starts putting color more on the crown area first because that's more delicate. You can understand how intelligent succulents are. So they tend to color the new growth first rather than the older leaves, because the older leaves will any which ways fall off over the period of time. They're not much bothered about the older leaves. They're more bothered about the new leaves that are coming up. And you can see from the sides, the color looks absolutely amazing. Very beautiful stress colors. Last time when you seen it was completely green. So slowly and steadily the succulent will start to pick up. I won't be watering it right now because I had done the watering last night. So right now it's quite well. It is going to be now exposed to morning direct sunlight. Now after this, no matter what, I will not be moving it anywhere. It is just going to be sitting in one position because it has already been acclimated to morning direct sunlight, so I don't have to be worried. After this, the succulent is only acclimated to morning direct sunlight. It doesn't mean that just because you have acclimated it to morning direct sunlight, it is okay to put it out in afternoon direct sunlight. The succulent will get burnt in afternoon direct sunlight. If you're offering 5 to 6 hours of morning direct sunlight, that should be the limit, not more than that. And the succulent is going to do absolutely fantastic. So again, another couple of months, and trust me, the entire succulent is going to turn red. Maybe during the winters, not now, because right now there is not much sun. Today, luckily, there was a good amount of sun, but ideally it's very cloudy. So in winters, when the Haworthia, Agavoides, rubra is going to go dormant, that is when it is going to turn more dark red in color. It is still kind of settling in. So you can see, looks absolutely beautiful. Beautiful colors showing up. So guys, that's all about it. You can see this is the entire process of acclimating it. This is how it's supposed to be done. Please don't be in a hurry. It is a slow process. You do not need to be worried. The colors will show up. Not today, maybe during the winters they will show up depending upon your environment and climate. It's not going to be the same process for everyone. For some people it might take more longer. For some people it might take less time than this. But it all depends upon your environment and climate. If it is raining, please don't leave your Agavoides in rain. Ensure that you're using some kind of covering. But at the same time, there should be light falling onto the succulent. Please do not use any opaque surface over it, wherein the light does not fall onto the succulent, and again the succulent will start to stretch. You have to offer something that is transparent. Polycarbonate sheet or a transparent plastic sheet will work out really well in order to protect your succulents from rain. But that's all about it. Don't use anything opaque. You do not want something to block the light falling onto the succulent, otherwise that is again going to cause an issue. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep propagating.